Hello, so today I'm gonna do a review over all the accessories for Sivir's outfit and all the armor and like the leg pieces and arm pieces and stuff. And I'm not gonna show you how I made them, I'm just gonna talk about how I made them. So I guess we could start with the crown. I made this out of Instamorph. It's just like that those plastic beads that you heat up in water and then you can mold it into anything you want. I used a rolling pin to get it this thin, and then I spray painted it gold, and then I painted the gem all green. And to keep it on my head, I just put like a rubber band headband on the back, so it's like easy to put on and off. So yeah, if you want to like see tutorials on Instamorph, just search it on YouTube. I'm sure there's like thousands of videos on that. I made the sash out of like jersey knit fabric. This is originally like gray fabric, and then I had some gold spray paint, so I just spray painted it on there, and it's not like really crusty or hard or anything, so I'm glad that worked out. And then I just painted the details onto the sash with some brown paint. And for this piece, I don't know what it's called, but it's on the sash, so I also made this out of Instamorph, except I molded it out of Model Magic, and then to make it like hard, I put the Instamorph on top of it, like a thin sheet. Kind of like using Instamorph like Warbler, even though it's not really what you should use it for, but it turned out pretty good. And I just painted that gold and the gem green. For the shoulder pad that she has, I made this out of Eva foam. I cut the shape on paper and made like a paper template, and then I traced it out on Eva foam and cut it out. And I just like made some slits in the back so I can bend this so it's not just flat. And then I just, this gem is made out of Instamorph. I made it separately, and then like I cut a hole into the shoulder pad and then pushed the gem inside and hot glued it in there. And for the lines, I just cut out with a X-Acto knife, and then I just spray painted it gold. And like the way I keep it on here is I just hot glued this fabric on there with some Velcro, so I could just like wrap it around my arm and it sticks and it just stays on my arm. And then I put another piece of Velcro right here because when I wear the sash, I put a piece of Velcro on the end of it. So like I just put the Velcro pieces together, and then I'll be able to stay up onto my arm. Next, the knee pads. I made the this knee pad part separate from this. I just cut it out of some Eva foam and spray painted it, but like I cut out the shape on a piece of paper and made a template before I cut it out on the Eva foam. And the gem is also made out of Instamorph, and then I just painted it. And the knee pad, it's made of cardboard, and then I just put some Model Magic, a thin layer, like on this side, and I painted it and painted the designs on it. And what's holding this all together is just like some more Velcro, and I just put some on the end of the knee pad and on the knee pad part here, so it just sticks together and it'll stay on my leg. And I made 2 of them. So, the hip armor. Well, let me talk about the belt first. I didn't make this belt. It is a store-bought belt. It's made in China. And I want to use a store-bought belt because it was already elasticy and I didn't want to have to make a belt. And it had like this lock hinge thing on it, so that worked really well. All I did was spray paint it and paint the design on it with brown paint. And for the belt buckle, I had some styrofoam and I just cut out the shape in the styrofoam. And then I got some Instamorph and put a thin layer of Instamorph on top of the styrofoam. You could use Worbla. I didn't have Worbla because that's really expensive, but it works the same. It's hard. It looks like a real belt buckle. And then I just painted it, and it's easy to close. You just do that, and I put some Velcro on the end too to just keep it there. So that's it for the belt. Now for the hip armor, I just made a paper template of this first to make sure it fit on my hips, and then I traced and cut it out on Eva foam. This is made of Eva foam. And then you're going to want to use heat to make this bend like this, so it's not just flat on your hips. And then I paper mache'd a layer on top to make it all smooth. And then I just painted it with gold and did some highlights and shadows. I also cut these two slits out here with an X-Acto knife. And then I painted all the rest of the details because I didn't want to cut them out. And the way I attached this, I just used some Velcro for the side of the hips so I can take that on or off, and it works really well. And I made two. For the arm piece, this goes on her right hand. I just made this out of Eva foam. What I did was I just cut out, I didn't cut out, I traced I made like a template of this first, just of like this part on a piece of paper. So I just drew this part on a piece of paper and then just like traced it onto the Eva foam, and I just I traced this part and then I just traced two squares on the side of it and cut that all out. So when I folded the Eva foam together to fit around my arm, it meets here, like both the ends, and I had to hot glue this together. And then once it was like a tunnel, I paper mache'd it, but just like this part, not like the edges. The edges are made of Model Magic. I put that on and then I paper mache'd, and then I hot glued two squares on here because that's what it looks like in the picture. And the gem, it's not made out of Instamorph, it's made out of Model Magic. And then I just painted all the Model Magic except for the gem gold, and then I just painted this brown. And there's no Velcro on this, it just kind of sticks on my arm. Even when I have the gloves on, it just sticks. So yeah, that's how I made that. Pretty much all the stuff I made is out of Eva foam, just so it could look solid and stuff. Okay, so the other arm piece, I have the glove. I got them on Amazon for about like $13, and they're pretty good. I made this out of Eva foam, and then just like the other arm piece, I made the rim with Model Magic. Same part with here, and this part's made out of Model Magic. And then I just cut out these details with an X-Acto knife and paper mache'd it all. And then when it was dry, I just spray painted it, did some highlights and shadows, and wrapped this piece of fabric around it. And it's pretty much hot glued to the glove because it's not going anywhere. I just want it to stay on here. And that's about it. Okay, so for the leg pieces, I just took some leggings and I cut it off, like the leg parts off. And then for the crisscross pattern, I took some brown fabric and I cut them into strips, and I folded them on top of each other to get that like arrow pattern. And then I pretty much just sewed it onto the legging. It makes it really thick, which I like because I don't want it to be like so thin. It just makes my legs weird. But yeah, That's how you make the leg warmers, I guess that's what they're called. And then I made another one. I use jersey knit spandex fabric because it's really stretchy and it's perfect for this. For the I don't know what you even call them. I'm just gonna call them the stocking parts. So for the stocking parts, I just took the same fabric except in a lighter tone, and I just measured it on my leg, and I cut it out and cut it at an angle because that's what it looks like in the picture, and I just sewed it on, and then when I put it on, it just goes over the gray part so you don't see any of the gray, and then the knee pad goes right here so you don't see like any of the gray or anything. It just looks like one piece. And last but not least, these shoes. I use my old Converse because I wanted a comfy shoe to wear instead of just buying a big old thing of boots. What I did was I wrapped the Converse in just some regular fabric first, but not covering the bottom. And I painted the fabric brown because I didn't have brown fabric at the time. And then I took some like of that sheet foam, like craft sheet foam you can get for like 99 cents, and I cut out the shapes that I saw on the shoe in the picture, and I hot glued it onto this shoe. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces, and we used like 2 foam sheets for these shoes, so that's not too expensive. And then I just did some highlighting and shadowing on the shoe just to make it pop. So that's pretty much how you do the shoe. I like it. You can buy boots and not make these. You do whatever you want, but I like this way. Also, another important accessory to have with this outfit is one of these thin fanny packs. It's for like when you travel and like you want anyone to like pickpocket you, you have like this underneath your clothes, because like it's gonna be hard for someone to pickpocket you when you have like zippers and this is underneath like your clothes. So since I don't want to carry a bag with me all day, my friend's gonna carry my jacket, but I want to have my important stuff on me, like my phone and my wallet and I don't know, anything else I want to carry. I want to have it on me. So what I'm gonna do is, this is gonna be like around my hips but underneath my skirt in the front, so if I ever want to just like take something, I can just like zip and take it out, so it'll look like I'm taking my stuff out of my belt buckle, like behind it. So that's really cool, and it's flat so it's not gonna like leave any weird marks. So yeah, I recommend definitely getting this, even for any other cosplay, because like if you don't want to like be a burden to your friends and have them carry all your stuff, this is perfect. And yeah, so that's it for this video. I'm gonna make another video explaining how I made the outfit. I'm not gonna show you how I made it step by step. I'm just gonna review it just like I reviewed this stuff. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.